Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going winter camping in a backcountry cabin. There's warnings in place for heavy rain, so I'm expecting a deluge later. Right now I'm on the edge of the storm and I'm already starting to get soaked. So hopefully there's firewood at the cabin so I can get it warm and dry and get cozy. But for now I'm going to focus on this walk and I'll catch back up with you guys when I've reached destination.
I'm gonna get so wet.
Ugh. Let's go. The intensity of the rain is definitely picking up. It's cold and wet, big drops. I'm almost there. It's so wet in the forest. Here we are. I've reached destination, and what a place this is. It's like a rustic old log cabin, and it's built from the trees in the forest surrounding it. So there's like old kind of beach weatherboards. You come through into here. It's like the living area and lounge. You got bunks. But I'm gonna get a hot drink on, get warm and dry, and get things set up. Oh, that's nice. What do I have in the goodie bag? Hot chocolates and coffees. I think we're gonna have a coffee. We'll start off with just one dirty Makona. This will get me going and warm me up. The walk-in wasn't so bad. I did get pretty wet though, and it's cold. It's definitely winter rain. Cheers. Ooh. Take a seat down here on the bunk before I get my chair made up. I can hear that rain coming down now though. It's getting heavy. Oh man. Oh, that's a good coffee. It's pretty cold in here. You can see everything just steaming. I just realised I forgot my saw, which is a huge problem. There's a tiny bit of wood here, but man, I'm gonna have a pretty miserable fire tonight if I can get one going at all. That's a shame because look at this beautiful open fireplace. Oh well, lucky I brought all the winter gear so I'll be warm enough. The rain on the tin roof, that is a mesmerising sound. Lovely. In case you're wondering what I'm doing and you're new here, this is called the Tim Tam Slam. You nibble off the ends of the Tim Tam biscuit, you suck your hot drink through it, saturate the biscuit, and then you eat it. It's delicious. Complete saturation. So soggy. This is like the front bunk room. This is where you would sleep if you'd been a bad boy. But it's the perfect place to chill out and enjoy a coffee and look at the views. Isn't this awesome? I think I'm gonna have to put the down jacket on. I'm getting cold. The temperature's supposed to drop by tomorrow morning. I don't think it'll snow down here, but maybe up on the tops. So yeah, I am a little bit concerned about that fire situation. Sleeping bag. Where's that jacket? I need it. I've got the ultra lightweight Neve again. This will be good. Oh yeah. Oh, it's nice to recline. Jacket's warming me up too. I did bring my camp chair just because it's more comfortable and I can lean back on it. But there is like rustic camp furniture here too, which I could have used. But yeah, I'm gonna get things set up and then probably do some lunch. Just listen to this rain. There he is, Mr. Wicker. Lunchtime, having some chapaghetti and boiled eggs. Delicious. It's pretty cold out there. Could almost be snowing up on the mountaintops. Yum. The boiled eggs make it so much better. Black bean noodles, chapaghetti, I think it's called. Delicious. I hope it snows on the tops. It'd be so awesome if I wake up tomorrow and there's a dusting of snow and it's freezing in here. I have a very warm sleeping bag with me, so I should be alright. I also bring a tent when I come to these cabins, just in case other people turn up. I have a backup, because as you could imagine, if I was filming in here and other people were here, it would be completely inappropriate. Could you imagine it? Just this big ape eating hot dogs, talking to himself, doing Tim Tam slams. It would be rather awkward. In case you haven't noticed, there's the exit. So if there's a fire in here, you know where to go. Just in case, you know, for those mouth breathers who don't know where the door is. The government needs to tell you where to go. Head outside for a look around. It's not raining super heavy at the moment. It's eased off a bit. I'll show you around the outside of this building. You can see it's just roughly sawn beech trees, which makes up the cladding. Pretty solid. Seems to be waterproof as well. Such a nice place for a cabin. Over here we have a woodshed, and there's a few twigs in here and some green wood, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the fire going with this stuff. There's a few scraps down there. Some of this stuff's kind of dry. Not really. So that's the situation, not really ideal. I think I'll grab the scraps in there and bring them back into the cabin, and I'll see what I can do later, but we're not going to be having a big roaring fire tonight, unfortunately. That'll be enough for a small fire. There's actually quite a good amount of twigs here. Surprise. I didn't even take all of it out. I left enough so that if someone comes and actually really badly needs a fire, they can get one going. This old broom has seen better days. Someone probably chopped it up and tried to burn the handle. Wouldn't surprise me. Need some glue. I'm not going to light this now, I'll just get it ready for dinner time in the evening. I'm pretty happy with that actually. There's a good little pyre of wood down there. It'll make a nice fire when it gets dark. Won't light it yet though, it's only 3:30 PM, so I think I'll just chill for a bit, keep myself warm and dry, maybe make my bed and have a hot chocolate. But so far, so good in the cabin. Check out this top bunk. Can sit up here and have a hot chocolate. I could actually sleep up here. That'd be quite the experience. It'd be like being a kid again. Big kid. Oh, that's nice. It would be pretty awesome up here actually. Listening to the rain. What a place to camp out. It's incredible that these places are available for us to use. The rain seems to have stopped, which is weird. It was supposed to be constant the entire time. I can hear the river roaring down there. But yeah, there's definitely more rain on the way. It was supposed to be heaviest this evening, so we'll get that ambient sound to fall asleep to, which will be nice. Someone commented in my last video, 99% hot chocolate, 1% camping. Which, you know, is kind of silly because they're missing out the coffee, talking about my pillow, the beef, the hot dogs, you know, all of that stuff too. Hot chocolates are great though, and marshmallows, and dinner, and breakfast. I mean, this is a cooking show really, guys, you know that. If you watch it and you like it, it's a cooking show. That's going to be a very cozy sleep system for tonight. The Alton sleeping bag, and the nice comfy foam pillow. This will loft up real good. Already, this is lofting up real nice. What a cool place to sleep in my little wooden bunk bed. That rain's picked up again nicely. I think it's about time I light the fire and get dinner on. It'll be dark soon. It's 5 PM. It's only about half an hour more of light. Something that I didn't forget to bring was my fire starting bag. In here I've got 3 different kinds of fire starters. I might use the, what is this? This is like the Samba kind of, I don't know what you'd call this. It's kind of like cardboard stuff. But I'll see if this can get it going. It's not as combustible, but the wood's fairly dry, I think. See, look at that. It's taken a while to get burning. It's going to be so cozy when we have the roaring fire. You can see these twigs, they're catching really well. Nice and dry. It's much easier than lighting a fire out in a little rock pit in the pouring rain. Unfortunately, there's gaps all in this cladding, so I'm not going to be able to retain much heat in here, but it'll be better than nothing. Nice. I think that's going pretty good now. The wood's pretty rotten and it's a bit damp, but it's building up some nice heat. And the rain's getting very heavy. Right on cue. Time to get dinner on. We're doing deluxe tuna pasta. One of my favourite camp meals, you guys know that. And it's very, very simple, so I keep coming back to it. But this one's got a bit of a twist. So we'll start getting this pasta on. The fire's actually warmed it up in here pretty good. Took the down jacket off, and I'm still comfortable. If you go out into the little dog room at the front, you can definitely feel the temperature drop. Just got a big bag of fusilini. Spirals are the best for this. Penne would be alright as well, but I do prefer this good old spiral. Should I eat it all? Probably don't need all of it. Alright, time to try and drain this. Do it out the front door. Here I've got 3 cans of tuna with cherry tomatoes and chili infused oil. That's quite a lot of tuna. This is a massive meal, by the way. There's more food than I need. We shall see if I eat it all. I probably shouldn't get overexcited and add all of this. It's got a very strong flavour. So we'll start with 1 big dollop. Maybe 2. We'll stir it in, then we'll add the cheese. Oh yeah, man. Now we're talking. Yeah, I think that's enough of the sauce. Now we've got the good old Parmesan flakes. A healthy dose. Time for the taste test. Oh yeah. That is actually insanely good. Look at my pot. Can we get a focus on there? It's so rich and creamy with the garlic aioli. And then it's got that zing from the chili oil. And kind of a hearty tomato flavour, and then that Parmesan cheese kick. It's so good. Oh my god. I had to move my logs around to rebuild a heat core, but it's going pretty good now. It's way nicer having the fire than not having it. And I know someone's going to have a little cry in the comments and be like, you didn't replenish the wood. Well, yeah, that's true. And I should be replenishing the wood. That's good etiquette when you're using these communal huts, but sometimes things go wrong and you can't always do the right thing. But I'll be back here and I'll stack it up again at some point. I'm always going around filling up the wood shed, so she'll be right, mate. Look at this tuna pasta, honestly. This is the best version of it that I've ever done. I'm gonna eat it all. I can't help myself. And I poured the rest of the pasta in as well. So this is a full-on massive meal. I need the energy though, because after this camp, I'm gonna pack up early, back to the van, and I'm going up the tops, and hopefully we're gonna get snow. So that's gonna require a lot of energy, and this is the perfect meal for it. Well, there goes enough food to feed a whole family. I'm so content now. The thought of dessert is somewhat appealing, but I think I'll have to wait a few hours before I can eat again. I might get into the sleeping bag and just lie down for a bit. Oh. But the rain is lovely, beautiful sound, and this camp is just going perfect. Take a look through into the dog room. We'll see what's going on outside. I'm out under the veranda. Rain's coming down nice. It's actually pretty chilly out here. Should be good to sleep in the sleeping bag and not overheat if it's like this. But yeah, it's just a lovely evening. Just out the sleeping bag. I'm happy I brought the warm one actually. It is winter after all. I'm not going to go to sleep yet. Just lying down to relax. I've forgotten how much I like this sleeping bag. It's so roomy. I'm pretty wide and big, but I fit into this thing like perfectly. Oh, it's so nice. You just watch the fire die down, listen to the rain. Imagine if somebody just turned up when I'm in bed. That'd be so weird. It's not very likely, considering, you know, any normal person wouldn't go out into this type of weather. And I'm quite remote, really. It takes 2 hours to drive here, hour and a half walk. It's kind of like in the middle of nowhere. It'd be strange though. They'd probably get more of a shock to see me than I would to see them. I've got with me here a rice pudding. This is what I was going to eat for dessert, but I think I'm just going to have a hot chocolate, marshmallows and Tim Tam because I'm way too full for a full meal. Ooh. Yeah, that smells good. One, two, three, four, five. Even nibbling the ends is a flavour experience. Ooh. Honestly, that is so delicious. I'm usually not a big fan of sweet things, believe it or not. And when I'm out camping in this scenario, there's just something about it. In case you're wondering what Tim Tams look like, it's like biscuity with caramel, then like dosed all up with chocolate. And that inner biscuit is porous, so you can suck hot liquid through and it goes all soggy and melts and all. So the plan is tomorrow, get up real early, probably still be dark, have some breakfast, and head out of here. I'm not sure if it's going to be raining in the morning. It's actually pretty weird that the rain has stopped now. So we shall see what the situation is, but I'm getting up, maybe walking out even with the head torch on because, like I said before, I want to get right up onto the tops tomorrow. But for now, finish off the hot chocolate, watch the fire die down, and we'll hit the sack. Oh. It's cold in here. I can see my breath. Good thing I got the big warm bag. This might be one of the best sleeps I'm ever going to have on a camp. This massive thick mat. Just beautiful cabin. But anyway, I'm going to hit the sack. Got an early start tomorrow, like I said. And hopefully I don't overheat in here. I don't think I will. But yeah, it's been a fantastic night. Hope you've enjoyed the video so far. I love the cabin camps. I know a lot of you guys enjoy them as well. But anyway, I'm going to switch the lights off. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Oh.
Good morning. I don't want to get out of my sleeping bag. It's so warm in here. But I need coffee. Oh. Oh. What's on the coffee menu today? 2 Mokonas, 1 cappuccino, and 1 mochaccino. Oh, and we've got a boil. I'll tell you what, it's cold outside, man. I reckon it could be snowing up the tops. Cafe quality right there. Yum. Woo. Oh. Hey, there's a very fine misty rain coming down. I bet you that's snowing up the top though, because it's cold out here. Oh, I want to get back inside and back into my sleeping bag for a bit. Yeah, I'm definitely getting back in the sleeping bag. Just for 10 or 15 minutes while my brain cells reactivate. I didn't have the greatest sleep, to be honest. I thought I was going to, but my neck was just really stiff, and I was comfortable, but I just didn't sleep well. It was strange. No, well, I'll be alright. Oh, this coffee is delicious though, truly. Mixing the cappuccino and the mochaccino into one double dirty brew. That is the way to do it. It's still going to be a while before the sun comes up. What is the time, by the way? 6:30. Yeah, it's probably another hour. But I think what I'll do is just have coffees, several of them, get myself fully wired, probably slowly pack up in here, and then we'll probably leave at the crack of dawn. The walk out should be fun though, with the sun coming up, walking through the forest and stuff. This Barrington down hoodie from Neve gear, it is doing a great job. It's absolutely perfect for a trip like this, where I just need ultra lightweight insulation. Second time I've used it, and I'm beginning to really like it and appreciate it for what it is. A very, very lightweight and great insulative layer. Neve gear. It's cool. I might have to show you guys the long drop. One of the most frequent comments that I get on this YouTube channel is, how do I go to the toilet? How do I poo? How do I do this? How do I do that? And I jokingly say that I go in a Ziploc bag. But, I mean, could you imagine that in reality? Maybe in an emergency, but in places like this we have like 5-star facilities, so there's a long drop over there, which I'll show you guys soon. This little box here on the wall, it's like the pantry or the fridge for the cabin. And look what I've got. Something which has never been done on the YouTube channel before, or perhaps the internet, in this capacity anyway. We have spaghetti with meatballs in a can. Last night we had like cat food for dinner. This is bordering on dog food. And look, you see here, source of protein. That's exactly what I need. It's all solid. It's so cold. You know what it reminds me of? What's that movie with Brad Pitt when he feeds his dog? Another Day in Hollywood or something? Oh no, it better taste better than it looks. This is a Kiwi classic. Some people even put this on pizza, which honestly, I don't know why you would want to do that. I think last time I stayed in this cabin I cooked a Wagyu steak for breakfast. This is a bit of a downgrade. Oh well. I did have the plan of doing pancakes, but I forgot my pancake batter, so lucky I had the backup can of spaghetti and meatballs. That's actually looking pretty good now, isn't it? When it's all starting to heat up and melt down. This is going to save the dish. Parmesan cheese flakes.
I think that's done.
There seems to be 6 meatballs in here. I guess that's the high source of protein. Not sure what animal they are. Probably a cow, I guess. Rich tomato. The pasta's cooked beyond the point of being able to really distinguish what it is amongst the sauce. But I mean, overall, it's quite a pleasant flavour. Peppery meatballs, but the Parmesan's really lifting it up. That'd be pretty good on toast. It's bringing me back to my childhood. That rich, creamy Waddies flavour. It's actually not so bad. There's a lot of cheese in there, you can see it. Yeah. I like it. Would I do it again? Probably not. I prefer the beans and sausages. But it was good to give it a go.
Misty morning. I don't think there's any snow though. But I still can't see right up to the top. Stunning. The Weka are about. They're circling the cabin. I wonder if they'd go inside if I wasn't looking. They probably would. The ones that live around here would be like very used to humans. This is a popular track, and I bet you people feed them. You're not supposed to feed the birds. Anyone who goes into the outdoors knows. You should leave nature alone. But people give them scraps. Sometimes I occasionally chuck them like a little morsel, but it makes them even more ravenous when you do that. Alright, finally, for everybody who's interested, here is the long drop. And this one's got some, you know, beautiful proximity to the mountains. Cabin just down there. And this is what we're dealing with. Oh, I shouldn't have looked. Oh, alright, I'm gonna do my business. I'll come back to you guys. Crikey.
The good thing about this is a compression sack, so I can really cinch it down and reduce the pack volume, which I quite like. The sleeping bags do take up quite a bit of space versus a quilt.
Alright, it's time to get this big camera in the pack. I'll come back to you on the GoPro when I'm heading out. It's turning into a lovely morning. Although that way, where the snow's coming from, looks pretty cold and dark.
It's always good to sweep the crumbs, keep it nice and tidy for the next person who arrives. I left a good amount of firewood as well, so it's processed up and ready to go.
Oh, it's chilly, man. Whew. Get this shut. It's time to say goodbye to this beautiful cabin. I'll probably be back here again at some point. It's just a lovely spot, like looking up at the mountains. And yeah, down the valley, which is south, that's where the snow's coming from later on today. And it's feeling cold. So I'm gonna move on, get out of here, back to the van. It would take me about an hour. and yeah, heading up the tops. Oh, it's nice to be moving. I gotta build up some body heat because it's cold. This top's kind of damp, and yeah, I think the snow's on the way. It looked quite dark back on the hills towards the south. So boost back to the van, should take me about an hour, and then I'll be heading up the tops. But that was a fun camp. I'll probably be back at that cabin at some day just because it's such a nice spot. But yeah, I've got a beautiful walk now, back through the forest, through some big open clearings, so I'll film a bit of that, and I'll say goodbye once I'm back. There's a few spits coming down. It's very, very cold rain. I hope it holds off, because my rain jacket's like buried in the pack. That's almost certainly snowing though. Snow clouds up in the mountains. Exciting. And I've made it back. The van is always a nice sight at the end of a trip. Overall though, that was excellent. Really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys did too. Cabins are always fun. But now I think I'm gonna be heading way up there. But if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Really appreciate your support. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye guys.